Good morning, everybody. I toast to you. And all you do. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Look at my garden. It's beautiful. See how big it is? Got so many tomatoes growing, peppers, pickling peppers, and making tomato sauce. It's amazing. We have the harvest here, so that's very exciting. I hope everybody is having a great harvest in your community, in your life, and in whatever energy that you're harvesting. So I know that this video is going up a little late. This is the third day that I've tried to make this video, and I've gotten so scattered in each one of the videos and had like technical difficulties, or yesterday I thought I had it and I was like, oh, this is going so well, and then I got to the end and I got off track. So I'm gonna make 2 videos today is the goal. Stay on track, and I think that the videos will come through. Yesterday I got phone calls and text messages and just so many things going on suddenly, and my kids, and it was just crazy at the end of the video. I was like, dang it. So anyways, I have the dark moon coming up. It is on the evening of September 6th or early in the morning on September 7th, depending on where you are in the world. And it is in Virgo. So right now we have a lot of things going on in Virgo. And we have several grand trines going on astrologically that are bringing in a bunch of positive, beneficial energy. So we just recently had Mars opposing Neptune, which I know I just said trine, but this is different. This is one of those planets that's in Virgo. So Mars is in Virgo right now, and it is opposing Neptune. And Mars in Virgo is bringing like this invigorating energy. I feel like Mars just runs around like this, sprinkling its energy everywhere, really energizing and invigorating and bringing like stamina and oomph to the work that you're doing. And Virgo is very organized and like, let's look at things very critically and analyze them and clean out the cobwebs and get everything really organized. So you probably are feeling a lot of that energy right now. Like you need to reorganize, you need to revamp, you need to make new strategies of organization and all of those things, and really get focused on that. So we talk about spring cleaning a lot. Don't often talk about fall cleaning. It's just as important to do that big clean now as it is to do it in the spring. We're about to enter into winter where we will be dormant and have to spend time inside and all of those things. So it's important to clean out all those cobwebs and reorganize and get everything prepared so that as we harvest, so that as we collect this energy, so that as we finish up all of the things that we're doing and making ready for wintertime, we're ready when that comes and when it's time to be back inside and be, focusing more internally than externally. So this energy that we have right now is really great for that. Being opposing to Neptune, it might make you feel a little scatterbrained. I think that's part of the reason I've been having trouble making these videos. I happened to start on the day that this transition happened. And so, however, I really felt motivated. I gotta get this done. Neptune's over here in La La Land, like tra-la-la. So it's just a really interesting energy for me. So then we also have right now, we have now let's go to those trines that I mentioned. So we have Venus and Jupiter that are trine right now. Now this trine is bringing about great luck and abundance. And not only are they trine to each other, but Venus is in conjunction with Haumea. And so this is the whole dwarf planet way out there. But it is also representation of the energy of the fertility goddess associated with the Hawaiian goddess. And she can manifest things out of nothing. So she can bring out of chaos. Like she can present you. One of her myths tells of how after the volcano erupted and there was nothing, she brought food and crops out of this nothingness to provide for the people. And so in conjunction with Venus, this is such a potent, powerful, fertile energy, and it's just like in your face. And then Jupiter is bringing in this luck and abundance, like this big grand energy that's like encompassing of your world, and putting those two in a highlight of that trine and that positive energy really brings about this abundance and luck. And then at the same time, we have Saturn and Mercury in trine. And so that's bringing about this like positive communication with your community, togetherness, and that kind of positive benefit. And that is at the same time trine with Ceres and the northern node. And so that Ceres is the agricultural goddess of the harvest. And so she's also bringing in that plenty. And so we have that trine. So making this like really beneficial, positive flow of energy. So right now is a great time to get connected, to talk to other people, to make like a good luck charm. This would be a great time to charge one of those. We have a satchel book that we're working on right now, and it includes a seven bean good luck charm bag. And so in there you put 7 beans. They can be any dried beans, not wet beans, obviously. Black beans are really lucky. They're also really associated with the earth. Same with like the brown speckled beans. Red beans bring in fertility and that kind of thing. So if you have more of a focus, you can pick your color of bean depending on where you're looking for that luck. But then you put them into a flannel pouch and you can carry that with you, and it'll just help you bring that luck with you. And if you charge it now, while this energy is so abundant in all of these ways, especially if you do it under the dark moon when we're blossoming that new energy out of nothingness, it can help you blossom something into this harvest that maybe you feel like you are missing. So now just to specifically the dark moon. So, sorry, I'm talking really fast, I feel. Slow down. That's one of the things that we can take from the dark moon is we need time to rest. We need time to slow down and relax and just be present in that moment. And when the dark moon comes with Virgo, which is this great earth energy, and we have all these planets in Virgo. I'm going to get to more of those in a minute. Every time that I've gotten to this point in the video making is where we've gone south. Stay focused on the dark moon. So that earth energy with the dark moon, and then we have Mars in Virgo and the sun in Virgo and Uranus is in Virgo. They're all bringing about this really grand earth energy that's stabilizing, it's deep. And so we connect with that by being present. Go out and harvest. For me, when I'm harvesting my tomatoes and I'm just really present in that moment, and I also, when I'm in my garden, I use that time to connect with my ancestors, and because that's how our ancestors would have eaten. So I just envision, my past lives and my ancestors and the energy that has collected fruit and vegetables like this since the beginning of time. And so it's just this great way to connect. But you don't have to have a garden to connect in this way. I can remember being a child, and one of my favorite memories with my dad is going to the Cheeseman Park, which is a big park in Denver, and they have an amazing public rose garden. And I can remember him telling me every time we would go, he would say, every rose smells different. Take time to smell each rose to find out which one smells the best. And this would be like a fun game that we would have, and we would smell each rose, and we would just be present in that moment, in that time, in that space with the earth and the energy that was there. And so however you take that space, it's just important for you to take that space. And this Virgo moon really reminds us to cleanse out the cobwebs, to, cleanse our mental and our emotional and spiritual clutter, and to reorganize that so that we can be focused. Virgo right now is really at her best with all of these signs being in Virgo, and they're all highlighting her beneficial energies and saying, this is time when we want to, see things from that better side, that pure, loving, organized, focused side of Virgo, and have her help us see that so that we can apply that into our own lives and make ready for these great energy shifts that are going to come with the equinox and the change in the season. There's a bee right here. I got stung by a wasp day before yesterday. It landed on my hand. Hello, bee. Hello, please don't sting me. I know I got bright yellow pants on. You guys are hungry. I don't have any water here. There's no water here. It's over there. It's landing on my feet. Please don't sting me. Go away from me. I love you, bees. There's lots of flowers over there, but I was picking up dog poo and I walked through flowers back there. Just landed on the camera. Hello, bee. Hello, bee. The bee says, stay focused on the earth's energy. Oh my goodness. So, if you're a bee lover, now is the time to like put out ways for the bees to get moisture and fluids because they're all very thirsty. Yesterday I was squeezing tomatoes and I was leaving them out for them because they'll drink the juice out of the tomato. Okay, it's gone. Anyways, I got stung by a wasp the other day. I had walked through the flowers and I got caught on my house coat. It was very early in the morning. And I didn't even realize at first. And then it stung me or bit me. I think wasps bite. And I was like, ow, what was that? And I like didn't know what it was at first. And then I felt it again. And like, oh, it was really miserable. But as like a public service announcement, if you do get stung by a wasp or a bee, a great way to get rid of it is you get a little bit of baking soda and water in between your fingers. You make like a little paste. You put it on there. You let it sit on the sting for a minute. And then you pour apple cider vinegar or vinegar of any kind. I have some infused vinegars that we use, which really help, like the oregano or the lemon balm, because they're also soothing. And so you pour that on there, you let it bubble, but the baking soda draws out the toxins that they've left in you, and the vinegar neutralizes all of the acids and the yuckiness and the pain, and it'll help take the swelling down right away. So like I got stung, and I put that, and then it was fine. Like it just went away. And so that's just a great way, a natural way to stop bug bites. So there you go. Also, put out some water for them. Not like a bucket of water, but like I said, I was squeezing the tomatoes. Or if you put out like, if you have a bird bath that you have out, if you want to feed the bees and the butterflies instead of the birds, you put rocks in it so that there are places for them to land so that it's real shallow. That way they're not trying to drown. Spiders, you put out like cotton swabs in it or something, like right on the edge of it so that they can get up close to it. Or you keep the mud kind of wet because they all like to drink out of the mud. Okay, here comes another wasp. They're coming out of the grill. They really like laying in the grill, especially wasps. They like the smell of the sweetmeats. So, just some random public service announcements about the earth and what's going on naturally. But being aware of that and being a part of that cycle can help you connect and also just be in harmony with your surroundings. So that is a great connection, I guess. Let's see. So there's lots of Virgo energy right now with the earth and the harvest, connecting with the earth and the natural cycles. This is a great time to just sit out and be present in the earth and sit and relax. Meditate outside, go for a walk, go see the trees changing colors depending on where you are, and just really be present in the earth and be there with it. And then the final thing of this is that the sun and the moon right now are trying to Uranus's retrograde. So Uranus is, when it's in its retrograde, is what it's telling us is to stop and to see things from a higher perspective. So it's really highlighting Virgo's higher perspective also. And it's really telling you to stop and to take a breath and take a moment and see things from this grander perspective, to look down and then be able to make better choices, better, you have hindsight or 2020 or whatever, to be able to see it from that other perspective so that you can make these better choices and better routines and organize and get into that better groove and really welcome this abundance of the harvest and this good luck that's coming and all of this positive beneficial energy that we can tap into and really put to good use. So if you have any questions about the dark moon or the full moon or the moon in general and that energy, always let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that amazing stuff. I wish you great luck under this dark moon. I challenge you to go out and sit with the earth and just be present in that moment. Even if it's just to look out your window and watch the trees move and the birds chirp, like be present and aware and take that energy in. So that you can, one of the ladies that I follow, she said, this is a great time to help bring stability to the earth and to Mother Earth, Gia, and be there for her by lending her our stability as she transitions right now and the earth's energy is crazy. Sorry, there's another bee. The Earth's energy is just crazy. To sit and for us to all sit and be present and stable and soothing helps to soothe her energy. And as we all connect, we can come together. You know, we talk about world peace and applying that in some way, like, oh, I wish that I could do something and let's send out a grand energy. Well, just you sitting at your home and being present and providing your stable energy and connecting with the earth stability, it influences that connective, collective, conscious, collective web, you know, that energy. So before I get started on this second video, I'm going to wish all of you a very, very happy dark moon. Don't forget to go out and be present with the earth and really enjoy this energy. And I hope you happy organizing and getting all of those things ready. So many blessings. I toast to you. Have a great day.